because I had minor disruptions in reality. But anyway, fan versus friend. Fans are going to buy your merch. They're going to buy your sneakers, they're going to buy your pants, they're going to buy your brand. That's a fan. They're going to buy your concert tickets, you know, whatever you got up for purchase, they're going to buy. That's a fan. Everyone likes to have those. They're gonna like, view, all of the above. They're gonna do all of that good, all of the good, and they're not going to do the research. They're not going to say, oh, well, I like this particular individual. Let me see who they signed to. Let me see what they talking about. Let me actually invest. And then the concept of investing be free in that individual. They're not going to do that. This is fan versus friend. Now, most people that come into these industries, they would like to have fans. And that's cool because, you know, fans create a residual income, right? But a real individual that sees a particular art, whether that's that's a painting, some music, something you created, they're going to say, well, who is that individual attached to? And is that individual or that entity that they are attached to, is that something that's going to make them free to create their own free residual income? That's the difference between fan and friend. And friend and fan does not mean that I have to know you, or that individual has to know you, or that he and she has to actually personally know you. And this is the thing that twazzles me with industry dudes and industry females. You'll sit here and you'll go through all of the buffoonery, have a child, get married, clamp a nigga down, put him on child support, put his business all on social media, violate homes when you don't get you what you want, but you never took none of the money that he or she excuse me, you never took none of the money, none of that he or she gave you and said, well, he signed to this, or she signed to that, or he has this contract with this, or she has this contract with that, and I'm going to buy him out, and I'm going to free us. Most people don't think that. So, commonly is music, because a lot of us in the African American culture or the black culture, we don't look at art, we don't look at poetry, we don't look at spirituality, we don't look at these things. So let's just look at something that's common to everybody. It's music. That's music. You bump an individual's music all day. You connect with that person's music all day. You go to that person's music to feel better, or whatever the case may be, or to get through whatever you're getting through. So I'm going to go buy a concert ticket. But you're not going to say, oh, well, this individual's music makes me feel this way, or this individual's art makes me feel this way, and I think this way, and I move this way, and it influences me this way, so therefore I'm going to go beyond the concert ticket. I'm going to go beyond the merch, and I'm going to say, well, who else is in conjunction with this individual's art? So that I can free that individual, because in some shape, form, and fashion, that individual freed you, whether it was indirectly or directly. That's things that people don't think about. And so I'm doing this live twice because this is how the system works. The system works to defile. I can't be defiled. There's rich females that made it off of individual men that literally built their own empires and still had to conglomerate with these corporations in order to survive, and the female never even thought, it was never even an inkling of an idea or a concept to buy their husbands out or to buy their wives out. So how are you their husbands? How are you their wives? Before you buy their husbands out, or before you buy your wife out, you'll put them on child support, put all kinds of buffoonery on social media about them, trash them, throw them in the dirt, send them before the same individuals that they're trying to avoid, but you're real. Because you made money off of them. This has nothing to do with nationality, creed, or spiritual system. This is real shit. You can have 1 million followers and make a ton of money and have one follower that says, hey, I'm going to buy your whole catalog out. I enjoy your music. I like your music. I'm going to have some fun with it and give it back to you and free you. Smooth out that situation. That's real. That's not fanned out. Fanned out is I'm going to buy all your albums. I'm gonna pay for all your streams. I'm going to buy all your merch. And still let your ass be owned by somebody that ain't you. Still leave you stuck in a contract, or still leave your brand stuck in a contract that ain't really you. That's the difference between real and not real. And so this is going to get 0 views, and I'm not mad, but it's going to get more views later. This is real shit. This is the difference between mindset and the way that we think as a people. Period. Now, unfortunately, it's people that look like, that look like me, that look like you, that look like this, that look like that, and they're going to say, oh, I'll rob you first. Why? It's more conducive for me to buy you out and split half than to rob you. It's more conducive. It's more cost effective. This is what people don't think about. Oh, I feel some type of way about this artist. Well, all right. Or you feel this type of way about this painter or this poet or this business. So I'm going to defile you? No. How do I build from that? I don't build from that. The question is, why do I feel some type of way? If I feel some type of way, it's going to be a valid reason, but it's still going to be to free my own. And when you free your own on the mass level, then you free your own on a minuscule level. And it's unfortunate that people, they don't see that. They can't grasp it. They don't grip onto that. They say, oh, you skipped over all of us and you went to that individual. Yeah, I skipped over all of y'all and went to that individual because that individual was already stable. And so therefore I went to that individual, freed that individual so that I could free you. People don't think about that. People rather drag you down. This is mothers, grandmothers, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters. They rather drag you all the way to the dirt. So in many ways, I ask myself all the time. I used to ask myself all the time, like, why do people reach a particular status and disconnect? It's not only systematic, it's a duality. I'm disconnecting on the lower level because you're willing to drag me down instead of trust me. I'm disconnecting on the upper level because at the end of the day, I can't even come back down here and grab y'all up if I'm not my own. So it always puts one that's real in the middle. And that middle path is a terrible thing and a terrible feeling. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm just a regular degular. I just come on, I do my tarot readings, my bone throws, but even my own will violate that space, feeling some type of way, not even realizing that there's an energy move, whether it's spiritual or artificial. You cannot play with me like that. People have to think. The problem with buying each other out is the greed that becomes or circles it, right? There's greed that's involved. I look like you. I came from you. We experience the same thing, whether it's in the same space or time or not. I'll buy you out and violate you. That's a violation of yourself. I feel some type of way. You are art. You are creativity. You are greatness. I'm not going to destroy art, creativity, and greatness because I know that's a part of the universe. I'm going to buy it out and free it. Because I know in order for me to feel some type of way about your art, about your creativity, that's a lack in myself that has nothing to do with me. So I'm going to free myself by freeing you. This is what people don't think about. This is vibration. This is vibration. I'll bump your music all day. I bump people's music all day. I bump people's, you know, I agree with concepts all day. The concept is, are we going to use that to motivate each other, to free each other out? Everybody says, oh, well, this person has this with this major label. This person has this with this label. This person has this with this corporation or this, that. That means nothing. Because if you really think about it on a deeper level, yeah, I created all this music. I got this connection with this label. This label still owns me. I'm coming to free you because in some shape or form and fashion, you freed me in some degree. And so it's people like that that get attacked and violated. Especially when I look like you. Big thirsty. I don't obey my thirst, so therefore I'm big. I'm a big vibration. I'm a high vibration. Understand, your thirst is a desire. When you don't obey it, then you have power over it. So I don't obey my thirst. I control my thirst. It's just that simple. As humanity, as humans, as people, as physical, we thirst a lot of things. We thirst food, we thirst sex, we thirst anger, we thirst competition, we thirst beauty, we thirst a lot of things. I thirst a lot of things as a human being, but I don't obey them. So my vibration is high. I don't obey them. We thirst money. We desire money. We want money. I don't obey it because I know it's a piece of paper. So I don't obey my thirst. It's just that simple. And those who obey their thirst is a lower vibration. And the system has it all backwards. You obey your thirst, you are lower vibration. You don't obey your thirst, you control your thirst. If I'm thirsty for money, that means that I have a lack somewhere, so I'm going to go fix it. I'm going to balance it out and I'm going to go fix it first. I'm going to go without it and then I'm going to go fix it so that it does not have control of me. I don't obey it. I control it. That's the difference. I can show myself my hair's not done. I'm chilling. I could do all that because I don't obey my thirst. That's the difference. That's not just spiritually, that's physically. People that obey their thirst, they thirst attention, they thirst followers, they thirst streams, they thirst money. They gonna put on for you. The real not gonna put on for you. The real gonna say, oh yeah, I beef with my mother. The real gonna say, oh, I like regular clothes. The beef gonna say, there's no beef. I don't have to obey my thirst. My thirst has to obey me. These are things that I try to teach my junior in the meantime. You crave sugary food. I don't crave sugary food at all. I desire my body says, oh, okay, it's time for this, it's time for that. I eat that. Period. I could look like this and have perfect system. Those who hate on that gonna say, oh no you don't. Oh yes I do. Oh yes I do. Oh yes I do. I've seen powerful individuals, and this has nothing to do once again with race, sex, creed, preference. I've seen people that's powerful. People don't understand what powerful is. Powerful is, I said vibration is real and so I proved it. That's powerful. Powerful is, I said spirit is real and so people are able to interact with it and so that is powerful. Powerful is, I said that, oh, my stomach is uncomfortable, I'm kicking it with you, but I'm still not going to push that off on you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to distract myself and then I'm going to deal with it within myself. That's powerful. That's power. Power is stating that I am rich and wealthy whether I have the dollar or not. Why? Because I personally seen people that have less than wealthy that's happier than the wealthy. So my vibration is always high. And that's a fact. My vibration is always high. Having a high vibration, living around a low vibration is a difficult situation, but that's my fault because I have to experience that in my reality. A high vibration not going to, whether they agree or not, they're not going to disturb you or disrupt you from whatever you're doing because they don't agree. A high vibration going to let you do you and deal with how the vibration deals with how the vibration deals with you. A low vibration is going to always disturb you. That's why I had to do the live twice. Unfortunately, you know, I've learned that low vibration unfortunately end up being connected to you, so you disconnect from them. They don't like it. Their energy don't like it. Their spirit don't like it. Their soul don't like it. Their concept of reality don't like it. If you disconnect from me and state that I'm a low vibration, I'm going to let you. Because I know my vibration. I'm not going to argue you. Your vibration is your vibration. My vibration is my vibration. I'm not going to let you manipulate me and tell me that my vibration is low when I know my vibration is high. We come in here as high vibrations. The low vibration situation comes by society and thought. When a child comes into reality, they have no awareness of spirituality, have no awareness of society, have no awareness of societal structure. That's or education, anything, that's all pushed upon them. Meanwhile, you have a child that has never went to school that's 3 times smarter than the individual that has went to college. So we have to think about that. Everything that individuals went to college for, I already experienced as I'm 5, 7, and 8 years old. And so this is why I see reality the way that I do, and it does not change. Is the base factor. I can go into any spiritual system, but my base factor is still solid. My base factor still states that I am great. And this is how it should be for everybody. Your base factor states that, you know, your awareness is your awareness. We all put into reality, and then people are put into place in your reality to trigger certain things, either to remind you or to lay you dormant. Fortunately for me, most of it was a reminder. I'll take it as that. So my vibration always high, no matter what I experience, no matter what I feel, no matter what I think. My vibration is high because I always see something positive and great, even in the negative. You could take everything from Sky right now today, and I'm going to still find something positive in it. You could take, you know, material from me today, and I'm going to still find something great in it. You could take music from me today, I'm going to still find something great in it. You could take beauty from me right now, and I'm going to still say I'm beautiful, regardless. That's just how it is. Why? Because it's a foundational thing. I've already, everything that I experience right now, I've already experienced as I was younger. I've experienced being bullied. I've experienced being picked on. I've experienced being looked down on. I've experienced people thinking that, oh, Sky's a punk, or Sky's not spiritual, or Sky's not conscious. I've experienced that to only find out that, yeah, you might post up and show the glamour of it all, the glamour of what you think. That shit not valid, because everything that you stand on, you don't even understand. So therefore, I don't even have to concern myself with you. That's just how I am. Most people gonna say, oh, Sky don't stand on Eva, Sky don't have a legacy, Sky don't have a white tone, but you don't know what I spoke to my Babalawo about, so what are you talking about? You don't know what I spoke to my Babalawo about, so what are you talking about? So, you know, it's things like that that people have to think about. Period. You don't know if my Babalawo said I could wear my whites or not. You don't know if my Babalawo said I could uncover my head or not. You don't know those things. You don't know what my Babalawo said about my leggings. You don't know those things. So you can't, exactly, you can't say that. And that's the same thing in Christianity. That's the same thing, you know, in Santeria. That's the same thing in Voodoo. It's the same thing. That's the beauty of it all. You don't really know what my Babalawo said. I know what my Babalawo said. I heard him. And when he, you know, in every case there's a stubbornness. So my Babalawo knows my stubbornness. That's why, you know, my overall was read the way it is. And this is why I'm going to survive anyway. Anyway, outside of that, one that will use or try to manipulate the Babalawo against is Yahweh. It will never work. Not saying that this has happened to me because I don't feel like it did. But if you try to manipulate the Babalawo against the Yahweh, you were in violation all by itself. The Yahweh was not in violation. Your ass in violation. If your intentions during a Yahweh's reading is false or in negative energy, you in violation. I'm not in violation. The Yahweh is not in violation. If the Yahweh states that the Yahweh is going to be a high priestess or an Ayanifa, it's because the spirit already stated that's what they're going to be. Period. So you can't take that from a Yahweh. You can't take that from an Awo. You can't take that from any level in Ifa or Santeria or Voodoo or Hoodoo or anything. And that's what people have to learn to respect. Period. This is why I like Ifa. Ifa is always a challenge. It's different. It gives you the ability to interact with every single energy. It also gives you the ability to interact with energies as they manifest in humanity. And the trickery, for me, the trickery is that, oh, Ifa, you know, there's people that will say, oh, Ifa don't accept you because there's individuals of Oshun, individuals of Eshu, Yemiya, Ogun, Obatala that don't accept you. No, that's not how it works. That's the trick. The trick is that everybody do not have control of these energies. And so these energies can move around in a particular way. Beating the trick is to understand that seeing beyond the flesh and seeing the actual energy. You have to, people have to understand in these systems, right? And I'm not rambling on, I'm just discussing. In these energies, you can be assigned to Obatala, Yemiya, Oshun, Ogun, and still have no control over them, and they're gonna let you violate to teach you a lesson upon your path. The person that can see is going to understand that these energies are standard. They're standing. They're not going to, Obata is not going to change the individual's concept of reality. Might try to change and move the energy slightly differently. Ogun, Yemiya, Oshun, Osun, all of them, they are simply their energies and have always been their vibrations. Shango, all of them, they've always been their vibrations. People who do not have control over them will violate. People who can see that will understand that I'm dismissing all of the physical. I see the energy. So my vibration is always high, even when I'm going through something. Anyway, it is me. I am NBT Sky. It is Efum Kimmy. It is I am Gua. I'll talk to you later. Deuces.